Now look at the next question. The denominator of a fraction is 1 less than twice the numerator. If both the numerator and denominator are increased by 3, the fraction becomes 3 by 4. Find the fraction. Now these are the questions based on the fractions. Now already we discussed in the previous classes about the fractions. What is a fraction? Fraction means which is written in the form of a by b or x by y or p by q, where the denominator is not equal to 0. If you are writing x by y form, if you are writing x by y means x is called as a numerator and y is called as a denominator. X is a numerator value, y is a denominator. Now what is given in this question here? The denominator of fraction is 1 less than twice the numerator. Denominator is how much less? 1 less than twice the numerator. So denominator means the value of y. It is 1 less than twice the numerator means, so 2 times of the numerator 2x, 1 less means minus 1. The value of y is 2x minus 1 and the value of numerator is x. X is a numerator and the denominator is 2x minus 1. Now what is the condition here? If both the numerator and denominator increased by 3, increased by 3 becomes 3 by 4. Increased by 3 means when 3 is added on either side of this fraction. So that is 3 by 4. Now simplify this, results x and y values. Now 4 times of x means 4x, 4 times of 3 12 is equal to 3 into 2 6x, it is a minus 1 plus 3 means plus 2, 2 into 3 it is a 6. The value of 2x is equal to 6, x is equal to 3. When x is equal to 3, the value of y we get when you substitute 3 as x. Now the value of y means 2 times of 3 is 6 minus 1, it is a 5. Now what is a fraction means? Fraction is in the form of x by y. So x by y means 3 by 5 is the fraction. Hello students, now here students, now it is very easy to solve these type of questions through options. If you observe through options, you will get easy answer. Now what are the options given here? 2 by 3, that is the first option. Next 3 by 5, second option. 4 by 7 and next is 5 by 9 and the last but not the least it is a none of the given options, none of these. What is the first condition? The value of the denominator is 1 less than twice its numerator. So what is the 2 times of it? 4 minus 1 3, satisfying the first condition. The first condition is okay. What is the second condition here? When 3 is added, when 3 is added on either side means by adding 3 we get 5. Hereby when you add 3, 6. So 5 by 6, it is not satisfying the value 3 by 4. Hence it is ruled out. Now observe the second option. When you observe the first condition here, so what is the twice of numerator? 6. When you subtract 1, results 5. Yes, it is satisfying the condition 1. So second condition, what is the second condition? When 3 is added on either side. When 3 is added on either side means 3 plus 3, 6. 3 plus 5, 8. So 6 and 8. 6 and 8 when you simplify results 3 by 4 means it is satisfying second condition as well. Hence this is a right choice. Now look at the next question. The numerator of a fraction is 5 less than the denominator. When 4 is added to both the numerator and denominator, the fraction would become 2 by 3. What is the original fraction? Now again I am assuming the fraction as x by y. Now what is the first condition? The condition 1 is the numerator of the fraction is 5 less than its denominator. When you take the denominator as a y, 5 less means when you subtract 5 results numerator value. Means numerator is y minus 5 and the denominator is y. So numerator is y minus 5 and the denominator is y. What is added here? On either side 4 is added. When 4 is added on either side, what is the result? 2 by 3. The value becomes 2 by 3. Solving this. When you cross multiply 3 times of y, it is a 3y. Minus 5 plus 4 means minus 1. Minus 1 into 3, it is a minus 3. Is equal to 2 times of y, 2y, 2 times of 4, 8. Take variables on one side, numbers other side, results the value of y as 11. The value of y is 11 means what is the x value? When you substitute here, so x is equal to 11 minus 5, it is a 6. What is the fraction? The 6 by 11 is a fraction. Of course, already in the last example, in the previous example, we discussed the question using options. The same way, again you can answer through options. Now, if you observe the options carefully here, now what is the first option? 1 by 6. Next option 4 by 9. Next 6 by 11. Fourth option 7 by 12. The last but not the least, it is a none of these. Now, what is the first condition? The value of the numerator is 5 less than the denominator. Yes, first condition accepted. Now, what about the second condition? 4 is added. When 4 is added on either side, so 4 plus 1, 5, 4 plus 6, 10. So, 5 plus 5 by 10 means it is a half. So, what we get here? 4 is added means 5 and 10. The result is half. It is not satisfying the given condition. Hence, it is ruled out. Now, what is the second option? Of course, the denominator value and the numerator, if you observe, the numerator is 5 less than the denominator. It is satisfying the condition 1. Now, check the second one. 4 added. When 4 added, so 8 we get on the numerator side, in the denominator 13, which is not satisfying the given condition. Now, what about the third one? Yes, the numerator and denominator, if you observe, denominator value is 5 more than the numerator, or you can say the numerator is 5 less than the denominator. When you add 4 on either side, results 10 and 15. When you simplify this, cancelling with 5, it goes how many times? 2 times on the numerator, 3 times in the denominator. Result is 2 by 3, means it is a correct option. Now, look at the next example. The numerator of a fraction is less than its denominator by 8. If the numerator is increased by 1 and the denominator is decreased by 1, the fraction becomes 1 by 2. Find the fraction. Now, fraction means I am assuming the fraction as x by y. What is the first condition here? The numerator of the fraction is less than its denominator by 8. So, numerator and denominator, if you observe, so when you assume the denominator as a y, so numerator value is equal to 8 less than its denominator. Means, what is the first condition? X is equal to y minus 8, when the value of denominator is y. When the value of denominator is y, the value of numerator is y minus 8. Now, what to add here? Now, the numerator increased by 1, denominator decreased by 1. Add 1 on either one on the numerator side and subtract 1 from the denominator. The result is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is the result. Solving this, we get the value of y. Using that value of y, we can find x. Now, when you substitute the values of x and y, results the fraction value. Now, cross multiply, result 2 into y, 2y. Now, sum of these two is minus 7 into 2 is minus 14 is equal to y minus 1. Take variables on one side and numbers on the other side, results the value of y as 13. When the value of y is 13, the value of x is equal to 13 minus 8, it is a 5. So, what is the fraction? X by y means 5 by 13 is the fraction. 5 by 13 is the fraction, means option 1. Now, again let us check the same question through options. What are the options here? 5 by 13, option 2 7 by 15, and the next one 3 by 11, and next 9 by 17, and the last but not the least, it is a none of these. Now, the condition 1, the numerator and denominator, if you observe, the numerator value is how much less than the denominator? It is 8 less, means it is satisfying the condition 1. The second condition here, when you add 1 on either side, means when you add 1 to this 5 results 6, and whereas here when you subtract 1 from this, no, one side, numerator side 1 to be added, denominator 1 to be subtracted. When you subtract 1 from this, results 12. What is the value of 6 by 12? It is a 1 by 2, means this is the option which is satisfying both the conditions, hence the choice 1. Now, look at the next question. If the numerator of a fraction is decreased by 1 and its denominator is increased by 1, the resulting fraction is 1 by 3. The numerator is 2 less than the denominator, find the fraction. Now, what is the second condition here? The numerator is 2 less than its denominator. So, when you assume the fraction as a x by y, the denominator and the numerator comparison is given, numerator is 2 less than its denominator. Numerator means x is 2 less than its denominator, means the value of x is y minus 2, the 2 less than its denominator. Now, what is the first condition here? Now, the numerator decreased by 1 and the denominator increased by 1. The result is 1 by 3. Now, the numerator means x is equal to what? Y minus 2, y minus 2 and y. So, numerator decreased by 1 and the denominator increased by 1. The resulting fraction is 1 by 3. Now, what is the fraction? Doing cross multiplication, the result 3y, now it is sum of these two is minus 3 into 3, it is minus 9 is equal to y plus 1. Taking variables on one side, numbers on the other side, the result 2y is equal to 10, the value of y it is 5. When the value of y is 5, now find the value of x. Substitute y as 5, results x as 3. Now, what is the fraction? X by y is the fraction, means 3 by 5. Now, what is the right choice here? Option 3. Of course, we can answer the same question through options also. Now, if you observe the options here, what is the first option? 5 by 7. Option number 2, 4 by 5. Option number 3, 3 by 5. Next, 1 by 3. Next, none of the above. None of these questions. Now, what is the right choice means? Check. What is the second condition here? The numerator value and denominator value, if you observe, numerator is 2 less, accepted. Now, what is the second point? Subtract 1 from the numerator, add 1 to the denominator. Subtract 1, results 4, add 1, results 8. What is the value? It is a half. What is required? 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is required, we got 1 by 2, means it is ruled out, eliminated. It is not a correct choice. Now, look at the second option here. Now, second option is not satisfying this condition. Now, the value of the numerator is how much less than the denominator here? It is 1 less, but what is given? 2. Hence, it is incorrect value. Now, look at the third option. The numerator is less than the denominator by 2. Yes, satisfying. When 1 is subtracted from the numerator, results 2. When 1 is added to the denominator, results 6. When you simplify, results 1 by 3. Yes, this is the a right option for this question. Now look at the next question. In a proper fraction, if both the numerator and denominator are increased by 1, then the fraction becomes 1 by 2. The difference between the numerator and denominator is 3. Find the sum of the numerator and the denominator of the fraction. In a proper fraction means the numerator value is less than its denominator value. Improper fraction means numerator is more than its denominator value. Now, what is the first condition? Proper fraction. Proper fraction means the numerator value and the denominator value, if you observe, the numerator is less than its denominator. Numerator is less than its denominator. Now, what is the second point here? Now, third point, the difference between the numerator and denominator is 3. Difference between the numerator and denominator is 3 means the value of x and the value of y, if you observe, the value of x is 3 less than its denominator, means the value of x is y minus 3. Now, what is the second point? Increased by both the numerator and denominator increased by 1 becomes 1 by 2. Now, the numerator value means y minus 3, this is the numerator value, the denominator is y. Now, these values increased by 1, the result is 1 by 2. Solving this, now 2 into y, it is a 2y minus 3 plus 1, sum of these two values, it is a minus 2. Minus 2 into 2 is a minus 4 is equal to y plus 1. Take variables on one side, numbers on the side, the value of y, it is 5. When the value of y is a 5, then what is the value of x? It is 2. Now, what the question is? Sum of these two, and the sum of x and y. Sum of the numerator and denominator means x plus y, a value to be find. X is equal to 2 and the y value is 5, sum of these two, it is 7. So, what is the right choice? Choice 2.